Guys, the expansion is finally here. I've been waiting so long, dude. Too freaking long. This is the deck that I am going to show you guys today. I got this Baku the Moon Eater, so I decided to build an elemental mage deck because a lot of the elementals are actually 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And the Frostlit Chain is also 9, so woo! Jumping into a game, let's see how this goes. I have played a couple of games before filming this video just to get a feel of what the cards are, so I'm not going to be extremely excited to see what the animations are. I was a little bit excited the first time, but what I think I like about the new expansion is it's trying to redefine what, like, they're starting to run out of ideas a little bit, so they're trying to redefine those ideas. This new Baku the Moon Eater is basically a combination of Justicar Trueheart, Malkazar, and I want to say like Reno Jackson. I would say it's like Malkazar, it's at the beginning of the game. Other than that, it's a useless minion. When you play it, it doesn't have any effect. This is pre-Warlock. Yeah, I could use that. I might have kept the draw cards if it was like a priest or something. But it's like Malkazar, where it's like at the beginning of the game. It's like Reno in that you have to build around it just to have it in your deck, because it's kind of inconvenient what you have to build around it. And then also, I think the last element of it is the fact that it's like a Justicar Trueheart. Like, it's basically bringing back all the upgraded hero powers. Everyone loved that. Dude, the Grand Tournament with all the hero power focus was such a good, like, expansion. And I think Hearthstone is just sticking with what made it good in the first place. I don't know. I personally am really excited for this expansion because a lot of the cards that they released actually can build a lot of diversity into Hearthstone that we've been missing for a while. And also the fact that, like, you don't have to draw Justicar is amazing. Like, the fact that you get it on turn 2 is just great. And then the other legendary where you get a 1-mana hero power. I've seen a lot of people do it on Hunter. But I also feel like it'd be really good on Warlock, because then you might be able to boost out a Mountain Giant on turn 3, I believe, if you go second. So boosting out a Mountain Giant that early is something that is definitely... I'm going to do Counterspell. Is definitely a plus. He's probably going to coin, but this way, on turn 4, he can't coin the weapon or the other thing. The 5-mana Death Rattle. I always forget the name of that. But like, other than that, like, this expansion's been pretty exciting. I'm probably gonna go with this. And we could get the elemental synergy for next turn. But yeah, the elementals in general are just really sick. And then this way you can get the even elementals if you need it. So that's always a good thing. Well, that's annoying. This is a really bad one. I'll do that. That was a really bad draw of elementals. I was hoping for something a little bit better. But I think I have a pretty good hand. I gotta continue elemental synergy, not surgery. What the fuck am I saying? Oh, it's possessed lackey. That's what. There's the coin. Ha ha ha! You ran into my trap card. I actually don't run hexes. I'm okay with that. This way I get a spell, elemental synergy. I can kill it next turn. He's probably going to trade that into that, and then he'll kill that, and then I'll just trade that, and then use the Blaze Caller, whatever gets summoned. Or just not trade Immortal Coil. That works too, man. Okay, I'll probably just tempo Blaze Caller. I can set up a pretty good Antonidas turn. Ooh, that'd be OP if I get something pretty low. So I have Elemental Synergy, but I'm running out of like the pretty key elemental cards. Bonfire Elemental, great addition. Having that card draw, and Black Cat works so well with Baku. It's perfect. Like, you need only odd cards to draw the card, and you get to draw the card. It's great. Okay, this turn, I'm gonna keep Elemental Synergy up, but I'm not gonna commit a board. He had 2 Dreadlords coming out of Possessed Lackeys, so I wonder if he's running the other stuff.
What do you ask of me?
I think that was a waste of a Defile. Especially considering I'm playing this because of Elemental Synergy. Probably gonna go off with Antonitis next turn. Also with the spells and the armor, it's just an extra perk. It would be nice if I drew some arcane missiles for that extra spell on for the fireball, but it's not that important, honestly.
This will be a massive challenge.
Jeez, dude. Overkill. Alright, fine. Yeah, I need to keep Elemental Synergy up. I would have liked to go for Flame Strike, but Blaze Caller pretty much does the same thing. And gets him to use a Siphon Soul. So he'll be less likely to have it for the Antonitis. It's fine with me. Actually, if I could get like... Oh, beautiful. So that's at least 2 fireballs. This could be the 3rd if I get something low enough that's a good... Arcane Explosion's low enough. Freeze a minion. I'll just do Arcane Explosion. That's 3 fireballs. So threatens lethal in a good way. Because other than that, I didn't really have a lethal threat. Now I do. Because unfortunately fireballs are an even card. So if they nerf fireballs to 5 mana, which I doubt they'll ever do, it'd be really good for this deck. Another thing that would be really nice is if we still had the Firelance portal. Unfortunately that got rotated out, but I'm happy to trade Firelance portals being gone so that we could get rid of all that Jade shit and the stuff that was brought up in Gadget Zan. I think in general though, what I think about the new expansion is I'm really happy a lot of the cards got rotated out. And actually I've noticed that this expansion is kind of making me play classes that I don't play. I only have like 150 wins on Mage as opposed to like a lot of the other... What the frick? Oh, okay. I might... Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Clear board and go face, and then I have double fireball. So he has to clear this, and he has to heal. So this way he can't play the Dark Seals, because fireball, hero power wins the game. He runs Illidan Storm Rage? Dude, I used to have this card a long time ago. I just enchanted that ages ago. What a dummy. Because what it summons is a demon, right? Oh, it summons elementals. Okay, I could see how you'd want that. I mean, he didn't heal himself. I still have... Dude, you gotta pay attention to what's in my hand, man. GG. But anyway, like I was saying, like, I do not play Mage, like, whatsoever. So the fact that, like, this expansion is making me whip out some different classes that I wouldn't normally play, it's pretty nice. See, like, I have 154 wins with Mage, because I'm a terrible Mage player. But, like, Warlock, I have 430, and then the 3 classes that I'm, like Shaman, I have, like, way too many wins with, like, 700. I'm almost at 500 with Rogue. And I have, like, 500 plus with Hunter and Druid, so... I'm trying to finish up the other 6 classes. That's what I was trying to do with Rogue, because Rogue was going to be my 4th, and I only had, like, 15 more wins left in the expansion, but... I just ran out of time. And now I feel like Rogue, a lot of like our good cards might have been rotated out, so we'll have to see what new Rogue decks are going to look like and if they'll be like just as effective.
You asked for it.
Oh, I wish I got this last game. It would have been pretty good at cycling the cards. I think I'm gonna trade all here. Arcane Artificer is not a good starting card. I mean, mana worm rim worm. I don't know how to pronounce that, and dude, I haven't learned how to pronounce that in ages, and I've played this game for like 2-3 years now. I still don't know how to pronounce this shit. But mana worm or firefly works for me. Discover a battlecry minion. I remember there was like this one like discover an overload minion for 1 mana and you overloaded, and I was like, what the fuck? That's no one would want to play that on turn 1. It's like being shaman was like my favorite and best class for the longest time until I like was like, hey, I want to get wins with other classes. But the thing that always made me mad with like the Blizzard team in general is just they suck at, like, they really do suck at making shaman like concepts. I mean, just like, wasn't it like Knights of the Frozen Throne? They tried to make like a freeze shaman a thing, and I was like, what are you guys doing? That's so stupid. Who would want to freeze their own minions? Like, that's not what shaman does, or any class. Like, why would you freeze your own minions? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. They just don't. They don't understand how to build a concept behind. Oh, this is weird. So a lot of 1 mana stuff that creates other stuff. I mean, it's basically a frog. That's funny. Puts a frog with a hat on. That's cute. I always like Shaman because he's like the most troll class in some ways. Especially like when I was first starting, he was the worst class in the game. And then in one expansion, he became, or 2 expansions, he became the best. Like I started around Blackrock Mountain, when he was pretty bad. And then TGT gave him like Totemic Shaman, and then by the time League of Explorers came out, mid-range Shaman was just so strong. And then it didn't help that they gave him like Dr. 7 and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna play an elemental here. Play this one. Just in case I draw one of the 5 mana ones, or Bonfire, I mean, or Servant. So if I draw one of those 5 manas, then I can play it next turn. I'm also hoping to try to raise this win rate because I see it's pretty bad. Let's see, summon a 2. Why would you do that? I don't get that. Why? Let's trade that. I mean, even if you don't stack the mana worm, it's still a really good 1-drop because it puts a lot of pressure on your opponent. And also, like, the added effect is always good if you're trying to like coin rush out stuff. This game, I was kind of just, I was taking the game a little bit slower than usual. I'm just trying to get some tempo. Black Cat is such a good card. Holy shit! Whenever you cast a spell, draw a minion from your deck. Wow, that's really strong. Make this. Make that disappear. This way I get 2 Blaze Callers in a row. That's why I coined it. Flame Elemental or Firefly. It just wasn't going to be nearly as... like playing an Arcane and then powering it into... I think I'm going to Flame Strike this. It ruins Elemental synergy, but I think it's the best way to clear it and put a lot of pressure on board. I definitely could have Servant and then Hero Powered, but I mean, this way I get... Yeah, I think that was better though, because it was basically like dealing with Frost Wolves. So, oh my god, another one. That's not good for us. And now I lost Elemental synergy. That's not good either. So here's what I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably gonna set up... Probably gonna set up a Archmage turn or a Blaze Caller. Blaze Caller is lethal next turn with hero power. So yeah, I was expecting that. Alright. That's fine. Nice that he trades. Okay, we'll just keep Elemental Synergy up. Having a 5 mana on the board, elemental, solid drop. It's like a better version of an Azure Drake. Because between the two, even though Azure Drake would give me even though the Azure Drake would give me hold on, I'm gonna focus real quick. Pyros. I'm gonna do this. Even though Azure Drake would give me the spell damage, this is an extra 1/1. It does give me the card draw, and it's an elemental, so it runs well with the Frost Lich. He's gonna run that legendary that, like, there's that one card I've been seeing everyone play, like the elemental stuff. It's this one battle cry that like plays all the battle cries you summon this game. And it's so frustrating to deal with. I can't stand it, actually. Jeez. Anyway, I think I have lethal. Yeah, it's lethal. Well played, man. I'm so glad he didn't get to the battle cry though. Anyways, I'm gonna be working off camera to try to get this win rate up because it was pretty bad the first few games. But I hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys try out this Hearthstone expansion. It's really fun. I'm actually really looking forward to the Year of the Raven. I think this is gonna be a good time. Other than that Shaman Battlecry thing that I can't stand, it seems like this expansion's actually gonna be pretty fucking good. It didn't start off like with complete bullshit like Gadget Zan, and even though Ungoro almost saved last year, like the Year of the Mammoth, Gadget Zan just made Ungoro so much harder, and then they had the freaking quest rogues. So I'm a little bit more excited for this expansion. I think a lot of good things will come out of it. I think a lot of the cards and a lot of the theory crafting you can put into your decks, like I just in general have been looking at a lot of like all the things you can do with these decks, and I'm just getting really excited for the future. So I hope you guys feel the same way. I hope you guys like the video, and yeah, try to get out there and win some games on the ladder. Have a good one, guys.